enormous block of glass, steel and concrete on Porsche premises in Stuttgart. Held aloft on 3 columns, it floats 16 meters above the ground, an experiment in structural engineering. The Austrian architect team, Roman de Lugan and Elke Meissel, used 5,500 tons of steel, as much as it took to build the Eiffel Tower.
The idea
was to raise Porsche's glorious history above its day-to-day existence. And these 80 cars are literally raised to the heights of glorification.
Many people thought we were crazy and said it wouldn't work. But what's typical for Porsche is that for us, that won't work doesn't exist. Maybe that's exactly why we chose this design and took this risk.
The museum, a single space with a ceiling height of up to 9.5 meters. Like in an opera house, a gallery winds its way up to the ceiling. Cars and architecture merge to become a single work of art covering 5,000 square meters.
We wanted to unleash emotions, so we've instigated variations in height and created angles in the building to achieve an effect. When you have a low ceiling, you're practically sucked into the space. It's a personal experience for people, an emotional experience.
The first Porsche convertible from 1948 is a one-of-a-kind. It stands at the main intersection of the bold architectural lines and can be seen from all levels of the museum. It's the first car designed by Paris Porsche that bears his name.
This car embodies his philosophy, how he imagined the Porsche should look, the curves, the lines, open-top driving. These ideas were way ahead of their time when the car took to the road in 1948. But they were his concept, his philosophy, his design. You'll see elements of these in all Porsches.
Various models from the house of Porsche fill the entryway, including the VW Beetle, designed by Paris Porsche and his father, Ferdinand, in the 1930s. Further along, one can view models from over 6 decades of Porsche production, including many vehicles from the world of car racing. They all wrote automotive history, which you can relive in film in the museum. The new Porsche Museum also has a workshop, which is only accessible to special visitors. Here, the most exciting models from a stock of 350 cars are restored. The mechanics here don't just give the cars a new paint job. The cars are completely overhauled and made roadworthy again. All the exhibits are entered into vintage car races.
The workshop is the museum's lifeblood. When you see this rolling museum, this is where the cars are brought in. This is where the museum comes alive.
The cars leave the workshop to grace the museum's collection, which is to be continuously renewed, with 80 exhibits on display to convey what the Porsche brand is all about.
Porsche is all about innovation, passion. Ultimately, it's innovation paired with tradition. And we internalized all these components and interpreted them in our design.
Priceless treasures of automotive history, which have found a perfect setting in the new Porsche Museum in Stuttgart.